Hey, Jay, this is Morgan. What you're about to see in this video is me analyzing you as a player in Street Fighter V. Now, from what I understand, you are having a problem with the game in ranked. Apparently, from your own words, combos are too much for you, your execution is poor, you never have game plans or the understanding of how to get one. So it sounds like no understanding of matchups or different playstyles. It just sounds very negative right now. And it sounds like you're not really learning how to play the game. You're just pressing buttons hoping to get to gold. Which is not a really easy task, to be honest. I'll tell you how long it took me to get gold. When I first played Street Fighter V, I played it, I think maybe around the first month when it came out. So February of 2016, okay? And when did I get gold? I mean, according to my achievements, because I played Street Fighter V on Steam first. I'm trying to find. Oh wow! So it took me November 11, 2016. That's when I got gold. Okay, when I get gold on PS4? And then on PS4 I got gold in 2017, January, February, March. But I did get my PS4, I think on like Thanksgiving of 2016. I asked for your profile name so I can look you up on CFN and just analyze how you play. Maybe perhaps what you get beat up with, what you commonly get beat with from your opponents, and maybe what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. That's all subjective, but maybe I might see something where I can see, oh, you're always doing this, and it's putting you in a very dangerous spot, So that's basically what I want to see. Alright, well, first I want to look up your profile. Hey, look, you're online, you're already playing. We're going to look up your profile, right? And the cool thing about Street Fighter V is they have all these crazy stats. So I can see how many online games you played, your win percentage, how many of those are ranked. Looks like it's almost all ranked. And then, like, who do you use a lot in ranked? Who's your character that you like? You told me you like Cody and Rashid. Those are your two main characters. You have 99 matches with Rashid. And your win rate is about half and half. It's 50-50, right? Cody's at 40%, which is fine. You also told me you use Laura. Your Laura is 59% online. I actually began as a Laura player when I first played Street Fighter V. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at your replays. Rashid and Cody are your mains, right? That's what you say. But I'm also going to check out your Laura as well. Already, one thing I'm noticing right here, just off the bat, not a lot of rematches. One match against Sakura. Okay, there might be two here. One against Ed, one against Ibuki. One against Guile, one against Birdie, one against Bison, one against Kage, Poison. Are you the one who's denying these rematches? Because right now it looks like you are the one who's doing that. Ranked matches usually it's best 2 out of 3. And you should not be afraid of winning one match or losing one match against an opponent. Because it's not about these short term. It's not about the short term. It's about the long term. You might lose the first match, but you know what? You have another chance to beat him. And then if you do beat him, now you're both tied 1-1. You can beat him again. To me, one of the great things about fighting games is being able to adapt. Being able to take in what your opponent's doing, register that in your head, and then try to counter their game plan. If you're just going to do one and done, you don't learn anything. You're just going to move on to the next opponent, and what did you learn? Look, even these are two Kens. These are different opponents, though. So we're going to look at, interesting. Okay, so we're going to add these two. Because for whatever reason, this is the same opponent. I love these are different opponents. Okay, I'm going to add these as well. 3 opponents for Cody. I'm looking at Rashid as well. But I also want one where you play against the same opponent with Rashid. And I don't see any. Okay, we'll look at some of your lures as well. Actually, I want to see these as well. 2 Kens. Okay, so now that we added some of your replays, go to my replay library. And yeah, I want to watch all of these. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna assume, because you say you have trouble with rank right now. I'm just gonna assume no anti-airs, lots of sweeps, you know, crouching hard kick. You're getting beat by jump-ins. That's what I'm assuming, because those are the biggest things to look out for in beginning ranked on Street Fighter 5. Or actually in any fighting game, honestly. 2D fighting game. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm just gonna watch this match, and then once I'm just gonna watch it in silence, okay? And then we'll watch it again with the buttons on. I just want to see. This is my first impression of you right now. Okay, all right. I've seen enough. My first impression of you, Jay, just judging from your Rashid, it's you rely on a lot of your special moves. What do you mean by that? You mean that ego kick? You love this move. That move right there. So you know it's a very unsafe move, right? It can be unsafe, and I'll tell you straight up right now, if I want to beat you, like let's say we're in a tournament and I know you're my opponent and I have 1 day to prepare for you, and I look at your profile and I see your replays, I was like, okay, this Jay guy is my opponent. What do I need to look out for? That move alone, that's what I have to look out for, and all I have to do is block. Like, I don't have to do this. See, if he does this, if you do this, and then you fall down, right? Right now, you recover. I can just sweep you, or I can do a punish combo. And that's all I have to do to beat you. You can't do anything, because you're just gonna be relying on that move the majority of the time. And then you might be wondering, well, why can't I beat this guy? Whatever, you know. Because that's all you're doing. But you have to be very careful with that overhead as well. I'm just seeing a lot of big movements, like big buttons. And then how does Ken beat you? Honestly, it's just this Ken, he just changed up his style in the next couple of rounds. See how he's just blocking? He's actually playing properly. Because you're going crazy. He has no reason to chase after you, because you're the one chasing after him. You know, maybe he might not be doing the optimal punishes, the Ken player, but he's doing the right thing and letting you dictate the pace of the fight. But the way you're dictating it, you're leaving yourself very open. So he's reacting to it. He already knows. He's not doing any. You don't see him jumping around and just pressing buttons. He's waiting for you. That's a proper. He's playing properly. And when he does attack you, he's attacking cautiously. He's adapted to your game, to your playstyle. You know, yes, the two of you might be trading a lot of blows, and you know the rounds are kind of close, but in the long term of this match, he is the better player, in my opinion. Yeah, and one of the things you said was every time you keep getting hit or countered when you throw moves, you're impatient, you can't learn not to be, and when you try to counter with a regular attack, they always block it. It's because you're always pressing big buttons. Like I said, it's a lot of big movements from you. You press a hard kick or hard punch. If they throw a light punch or a light kick, that's gonna be so much faster than you. Their move is much faster than you. And yeah, that special move, this eagle kick, you're doing it point blank. Even that overhead as well. If he blocks overhead, it's unsafe for you. You can't press anything. You're gonna be wondering, oh, what's unsafe? I will show you in training mode later. Even this move as well. So that's my biggest takeaway from this one match, okay? You're just pressing a lot of big buttons. This Ken player, he picked up on your style, and he just started playing more patiently. And at the very least, he knows basics. He knows how to play basic, like he knows how to wake up DP. You know, he knows how to wake up invincible DP to beat whatever you're trying to do, to beat any of your pressure. The thing about Street Fighter 5 is you have 99 seconds. You have all that time to like analyze your opponent, to try to download them. What do they do a lot, you know? So for this Ken, he was mainly just trying to read you. You didn't do anything to read him. You just did your thing, whether it worked or not, you know. And at the end of the day, for this match, it didn't work. For me, it didn't work just because you weren't thinking about anything. You just did stuff. But that's just the first match. Now we're gonna watch all these other matches. I said that you also didn't rematch this guy. What if you did? You know? Because like, if he beat you, you should have, in the rematch screen, you should be like, okay, so how did I lose? You know? What worked? What didn't work? What did he do that worked? And then rematch him, you know, with that information in your mind, and try to change up how you play. You know, that's the rewarding part of fighting games. But you didn't rematch him. You just went on to a new opponent. That's frustrating. You just have the loss in your mind and you move on, learning nothing. That's just going to add to your frustration as a player. You're not going to have fun like that. Okay, so this is actually a new Ken. This is the next match, but this is a brand new Ken. Like 6 minutes later. Okay? So you're playing a different Ken player. And this is like 6 minutes after your last match. You just lost. Okay, at the very least, you do know how to block, so that's already good. This Ken is a lot more aggressive. Okay. Hold up. So just a bad timing right there, but I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to do a meaty attack. But unfortunately, you didn't block. After you missed that kick, you tried to do like a light jab, but his heavy DP beats you, which is understandable. Heavy DP is gonna beat a light jab. I mean, actually, you know what? I take that back. Okay, so you did try to light jab, hence heavy DP. I'm pretty sure that does work, but you just had bad timing on that part. So I wrote it down so I can show that in training mode. Okay. You are correct in saying that you don't have any combos. You know, Street Fighter 5, they do teach you combos in the game. If you go to challenges, you look at the trials. I highly recommend trials. Because right now you have pressure on him, right? and then you just jump back. When you jump back, and then you do that, for whatever reason, it works, but you're lessening your pressure when you jump back, and then the Kage can just do whatever he wants. But right now, my biggest criticism of you is just a lot of, you just using a lot of big buttons, a lot of big special moves. See, so it's just right now you're losing because of these big buttons that you're trying to do. I think it's like 2 times you've been caught. 2 times, right? This can's pretty crazy. Okay, that's a nice punish. Now things are going crazy. Someone's gonna do super. Okay, nice. Honestly, from this match, there's not really much to say because both of you guys are just going crazy. There's no like real consistent game plan there. There's a lot of big moves and like it's like you guys are just praying that something is gonna hit. That's how I read it. Alright, let's see how you do against this Bison. Okay, so what I didn't like here was you did not put any pressure on Bison right here, okay? He is waiting for him to get up. This is a big no-no because now you're giving him a chance to fight back for free. You're giving him a free chance to fight back, okay? Which is bad. You want to pressure Bison as much as possible. Any opponent, if you can afford to. Okay, and then you knocked him down here, and what did you do? When he wakes up, he has to. You're forcing him to deal with you up close. He has to guess what you're gonna do. Does he need to block a strike? Does he need to strike a throw attempt? He's trying to block, right? You can see his button. You force him to deal with a throw attempt, and that was successful. Good pressure. Good. Yes, that's good. You just keep doing that. A lot of beginners, a lot of bronze players, rookies, lower ranks, they don't tech throw, they don't block the throw. But again, a lot of big moves here, a lot of these big eagle kicks. Against a more decent player, they will block those and punish you. You'll basically be killing yourself by the overuse of that move. But right now you're getting away with it. But it's going to lead to a really bad habit, you know? You're going to think that move's invincible. When in reality, it's not. And, you know, if they keep punishing it, are you going to learn from it, you know? So now I'm just assuming, because I made my assumption that you just one and done on these players. If you beat this Bison and you don't rematch him, why? But I don't know, maybe all bronze players, they don't rematch. Who knows? So you definitely, for sure you need to learn how to do a combo. Okay, I would say this one, this Kage is really YOLO. This Kage is pretty crazy. Okay, that's a good combo. Good combo. Jump into your specials. Honestly, you could just beat this Kage by blocking. If you just block him and you already know a combo, you can beat this Kage very easy. Alright, I'll only see more. Honestly, this Kage, you just gotta beat him. if you lost to him, it's because you didn't block you because you just tried attacking him back at the same time. Okay, now we're gonna look at your Cody, which is would you say is your main? Because for whatever reason you said you used to main Rashid, but you're not so sure anymore. So you main Cody, but you still have small hope for Rashid. What does that mean? And then for offline, you say it's Laura, but for online purposes, it's Rashid and Cody. Okay, so again, from Rashid, from what I saw, it was just a lot of big moves. You just a lot of your special moves, the eagle kick. I love that. That was like your favorite move from him. Let's see what we'd like to do with Cody. Alright, so you know that jabbing combo, Cody's jab combo. Okay, so this Akuma has no idea what they're doing. So this Akuma should be a piece of cake for you. He should be a total piece of cake. Because he has no idea what he's doing. Look at this Akuma, he's just jumping. But then I'm gonna ask you this: even though you're beating this Akuma, what do you learn from it? It's just an ass whooping, one set of ass whooping. Like, do you learn anything from this? So let's say you beat like 100 of these Akumas and you get to gold. You know, is that satisfying to get that trophy like that? No, not really. Honestly, you should work hard for your gold achievement, your gold trophy, because then that means that's like a trophy for your profile. You know, you have a gold. So then if you ever pick up this game again, at the very least it should mean like I know how to play Street Fighter 5 at a gold level, because I'm pretty sure if you're at gold, you're like top 20% in the world, and you get to go without knowing combos. That might be like a, you know, like, oh, that's an achievement. I got to go without knowing any combos, you know. But then you play against a legit gold who had to grind his way up there, who had to like struggle his way up there, you know, sharpened by iron, by online frustration, and he got to gold. That gold player's gonna beat you. You beat like 100 of these Akumas or 1,000 of these Akumas. Wait, hold up! And this is the only opponent that you rematched. Of all the replays that I saved to watch, this is the only guy you rematched. Now I can see why, because this guy he has no chance against you. Come on, Jay. You gotta face adversity in fighting games in general. You have to face obstacles to grow, to know how to grow, to know where to grow. So he punished your sweep at least 2 times. Just giving a heads up, that sweep is extremely dangerous if your opponent blocks it, because they could just sweep you back. And I'll say this right now: this Ryu is jumping a lot. He's jumping at you a lot. See how when you block his sweep, you were able to attack him back with no trouble. Good combos. Very lucky here. He jumped into it. Okay, and then the sad thing is, this is you didn't rematch this guy. It's hard to see what you do after you already lost to him. What you what do you do different in the rematch, you know? But you don't rematch him. You just lose and then you move on to the next opponent. What happens if I play a game? If I play Street Fighter 5 and I lose and then I just move on to the next opponent, I'm gonna forget everything from the previous opponent. I don't grow as fast. But maybe you might be asking, well, how did this guy beat me? Honestly, he knows how to do a combo. He knows that Ryu turn combo. He knows how to jump in. And yeah, just for future reference, if you throw your fireball, Ryu can easily Tatsu over it. He can do hurricane kick. He'll fly over it. Just a heads up. Alright, this guy's already jumping a lot. Okay, so he's the jumper. This guy's a jumper. How do you deal with the jumping? I want to see now. Okay, great answer. Cody's V skill. Yeah, commit. If you're gonna do that combo, you gotta commit. If you hit it. Okay, cool. Okay, alright. This Vega is like the perfect opponent for me to see what you do. Oh my god, don't tell me you lose. Okay. So my biggest takeaway for Cody is you should definitely learn a combo. Don't commit to your special moves so hard, just like your Rashid. You're so committed to doing the eagle kick. And with Cody, you're so committed to like fireballing. Just throwing fireballs and that jab combo, while it's fine, you should for sure learn another combo at least. Right now I just want to see your Laura, and then we'll hit the training mode. Honestly, but I'm seeing these matches, I don't really see a lot of like, you're doing okay. You're hanging in there. I don't see what the frustration is. All right, Laura. Let's see what we do with Laura now. Oh man, okay, that's a bad sign for me right there. So you're doing her medium special, which is extremely unsafe if they block it, and you should never use it like that. You're not gonna get away with that if you get to like gold or silver. It's so unsafe. Yeah, you deserve to lose this round. This Ryu was doing the right things. He was just playing patient and punishing you. And honestly, I think you killed yourself in that round. You're just doing stuff. Unsafe, extremely unsafe. That's also extremely unsafe. You're saying unsafe? What do you mean? So you commit 2 of these hits, you're now -8, right? Ryu? Okay, I'm gonna write it down. I'm just gonna show you what happens if you play against like a like a higher level player, and what if they punish, you know. This thing, -7 now. Bad moves, man. See, that's fine. That's fine right there. You're punishing his missed Shoryuken. And then, see what we did right here? So what you did is you did medium punch, crouching medium punch, boom, lots of range, great button. And then you linked it into your special move right here. That's fine right there. Oh man. See? That's also fine too. You're just adding pressure right here, right? You're doing this, and then you did the light elbow, which is fine. See, it's -2, +2 for him, -2 for you. You're still safe. But if you decide to do the medium version, you would have died. Okay, you would have been -7. Because right now, Ryu, he can't do anything. His fastest button is 3 frames. You're at -2. So it's like right now you're both at a stalemate right here. You can still block him. See? Oh man, you're playing a fight right there. So I want to see. Okay, now see, now you're -6. Very unsafe. He can kill you right now. If he does not kill you, it's his fault. There you go. Killed you with the jab. Very unsafe. Your Laura, just a lot of unsafe stuff. That's my biggest takeaway so far. You gotta know when, just because you have access to those moves, to the overhead, to the medium version, medium elbow, you gotta know when to use that stuff. You don't just throw out special moves just because they look cool or they're flashy, whatever, you know. Alright, so let's see what you do against Sakura. Okay, good. See, I like this right here. Playing patient, okay. But remember, Laura's fireball is very slow. Okay. You're playing a lot more patient here. This is my favorite game playstyle compared to your Cody and your Rashid so far. Right, you're just playing patient. You're blocking, walking forward, blocking. You're forcing Sakura into the corner. You're gaining the geography of the map, real estate. But now, for whatever reason, it all goes downhill. What happened here? What happened? You're starting so good. If this Sakura new combos, she would have killed you. You gotta be more patient, man. Yeah, now you're just losing. So what happened here? Medium elbow, okay. Right here, this Laura benefits so much from jump-ins, and you also have full V-trigger. I'm just gonna write that down, so like something you could learn to do. All right, a suggestion. Because Laura can do so much damage. If you do a jump in, you land the jump in, but what's your follow-up? What's your follow-up? Jab? Okay. Okay. I see what you're doing here, but it's just a bit too slow. You do another jump in. But you don't use. You have all. Look at the bottom of the screen. You have all the meter in the world with Laura. You can totally kill her right here. Now you have no meter, but you still take them around. Okay, that's fine. You got away. You got away right there. But you did not have to use all that meter. You could have came into this second round with 2 more bars of meter. Okay, so let's see what happens. Oh. You gotta link that medium kick, man. The crouching medium kick. Gotta link it. I gotta write it down. Yeah, remember, Laura has a command throw as well. You have not used it. She's the grappler character. Just remember that. She's an extremely strong character. But you have not done any of the throws. You got punish combo. Alright, I mean you got the win, but it wasn't too pretty. Currently, my biggest takeaway from Laura's so from the Ryu, he beat you fair and square because you just did a lot of unsafe stuff. For the Sakura, that was a pretty even match, but you could have totally done less to get more results. Work smarter, not harder. So I'll go into training mode and go over that stuff. Alright, Nash. Got punish that. Lots of jump-ins from Nash so far. Laura has a fantastic anti-air punish. So just letting you know that, Jay. So too reliant on that overhead. That overhead is it's an okay button, but it's not. The way you use it is very unsafe, man. Again, lots of jump-ins from Nash. You gotta learn to shut down that game plan if you can at these lower ranks. And Laura has she has fantastic anti-air punish options. You gotta. Oh my goodness. You should already recognize the fact that this Nash loves to jump. Right? I mean, I know I'm mentioning it right now, but if you're watching this, can you also acknowledge that as well? You know, it might be hard to think about that when you're playing the game, but watching the replay, you should be like, oh, dude, for sure, yeah, he totally likes to jump. You know. And it's a shame that you don't rematch this guy. Actually, I don't know who's gonna win this. Who's gonna win this? Oh my goodness! Oh wow! But you don't rematch him. That's the thing. If you did, and you in between these games, like on the rematch screen, you're like, oh, okay, well, he likes to jump, and then in the next the next 2 rounds, you'd be like, you just shut him down. Okay, so I've seen all your replays. So Jay, my biggest takeaway from you right now is you love to use special moves. You're Rashid, you're relying so much on that eagle kick. Like, that is like your main mode of offense. Your Cody, just love that the jab combo. That's like your only combo. That's like your main combo. And the fireball, Laura, the fireball as well. But then you also don't link. Yeah, just a lot of unsafe usage of the overhead as well as her medium elbow. So I'm gonna go into training mode, give you a bit of a couple of tips on how to utilize her medium elbow. It's a great move. You can also do, it's a great side switch as well. But if your opponent blocks it, it's very, very dangerous, because what can opponent do if he blocks it? Okay, I'm gonna record guard recovery. Okay, I'm recording Ryu to do a medium punch if he does a guard, okay? So for example here, I gotta give him the guard first. Okay, so that's what I've programmed Ryu to do right now, my training dummy. So I programmed to block, and if he does block, he punches back with a medium punch, okay? See, if I do a jab, he'll block me, right? Because my jab is very fast. Right? So I can block all these attacks are being blocked. I can block them. Right? Now, and then here's the light elbow, okay? Right? I can block his punish. Now, what if I use medium? I get hit. I'm trying to block. Blocking, block. Right? You get the idea right here. Now, if you do overhead, same thing. I'm gonna get punished as well. And you can tell that I'm trying to block because look at the left side. These are my buttons, okay? Overhead is medium punch, medium kick. Right after, I'm gonna hold block after I press it. See? I get hit. So though you're getting punished by these 2 moves that you really like to use. You love using this move and you love using this move. Okay? Ryu's medium punch, he can link it into combos. So you can take more than just 60 damage that I'm getting hit by. Okay? So you're basically killing yourself with these 2 special moves. Now, okay, I'll turn off his block. It's because you love this move so much, and you did do a couple of jump-ins, which is great. You did this one time of the 3 replays I saw. You did this. You did that from a real punish when he did DP. Okay, that's great. Link it to these things. Link it into like from a normal attack. Don't just do it raw. Okay, you can do jumping. Look at that 4-hit combo. On that Sakura, you jumped in 2 times. You even did a freaking. This is a very very inconsistent, right? But you landed this on. You did land that on a Sakura that you played against. But this is a great button. Range, downward range, right? Do that, Jay. Okay? Don't just do this and then do that. And you say execution is bad. Practice execution. Go to training mode. Go across the screen, okay? Just go across the screen, try to do it consistently. You mess up, start over. That's one way to practice execution. Okay? And yeah, you didn't do any command throws. Laura is a grappler. Her commander is so good. She's such a crazy character. You can even do this. Light elbow. Right? Because they have to block their legs. They have to low block. If you know medium elbow, you can use crouching medium punch because it has range. Hopefully this gives you maybe a new way to utilize it. You know, jump in. Okay. And then another jump in thing that you can do is now you have another route to use the medium elbow. You can extend your combo. And then here's another utilization of the overhead. Right, that's a 3-hit combo right there. And you're gonna get even more fancy. You wanna get fancy with the overhead. Right, there's that's just a little fancy thing right there. But yeah. Boom, just a little fancy stuff right there, but that's like super advanced. Like that's deceiving combos. But yeah, for Laura, just be careful with using these unsafe stuff. So yeah, combo suggestion, use your normal attacks to link it. If you're in jump in, you also okay. And then here's one. So right now I'm setting up Ryu to wake up invincible DP. Okay, so I just set up Ryu to do wake up DP. Okay, so if he wakes up using that move, it's invincible. So if I try to throw him, if I try to punch him out of it, it does not work, right? What can you do here? That's a crush counter. You see on the left side, it's gonna say crush counter. Okay? Laura has amazing crush counter combos. I'll just give you a basic one right here, okay? That's just a basic one right there, okay? That's just one right there, but honestly you could just do this or just, whatever, crush counters. But basically, yeah, if you see that, hit them with a heavy punch, heavy kick, heavy punch, heavy kick. And just do some, take advantage of it. Don't just jab or anything. Or, you could just do this, okay? Or just do that. It does 313 damage. Do something that will, Hey, you know what? Laura's pretty fun. I haven't played her in quite a while. And just another thing. EX elbow. It goes through fireballs. Okay. So I did mention that Laura has great anti-air options. She has great punishes for anti-airs. Anti-airs as in your opponent's jumping you. You need to punish that jump in. That's an anti-air. And so right now I'm at training mode, right? I just gone to training mode. If I want to replicate Nash jumping into me, I can go to I go to the status, dummy settings, action recording settings. The moment I press recording, I press any of these options, it's gonna start recording. It's gonna start recording once I start moving. See in the middle, it's actions. It's like 5, 6. Okay, I press start. I want to restart it. So I'm pressing again. I want to make Nash jump forward. Okay, jump forward with an attack. I'm gonna do jumping heavy kick into sweep. Okay, and then I hold block after I press the sweep, as in sweep as in crouching heavy kick, and I block. And then I just press started. I just press start, so I got back here. I'm gonna back out of it. Action playback. I'm gonna turn on the recording slot that I used. I used recording slot 1. That's what I recorded it on. I'm gonna back out. I'm back out. Nash should be doing what I just recorded him to do. So remember, I did Nash's actions here. He's also holding back after he does a sweep. So he should be blocking right now, okay? See, he's blocking. Boom. I just punish a sweep. If you do it fast enough, you can punish a sweep. So that's just a little example of a sweep being very punishable. Okay, sweeps are dangerous. You did that with Cody, and you can get killed like that. Okay, that's just a sweep. Right? I'm just sweeping him back, but Laura can also punish him with a quicker button than a sweep. See, I can do your favorite move, the medium elbow. I get 170 damage out of it. But yeah, sweeps are dangerous. But now, this Nash is always jumping at me, right? What do I do? What do I do as Laura? You have two options that I can think of right now. Her medium punch. Great button. She can also do the heavy elbow. Right? Hopefully this open your eyes on what Laura can do. You fought against a Nash, and if you rematched him, he beat you. Or maybe I think you beat him. Yeah, you beat him with a crazy ending. But if you just do this the next time you fought him, he would have no chance against you. Okay. All right, I want to show you one thing. One thing with Rashid, because I saw when I was watching you, Rashid, you tried to do meaty against Ken, but then Ken ended up doing a heavy DP on you. I'm pretty sure you can beat it. Look, I'm not a Rashid player, but I'm gonna use Alex. But basically, I'm just trying to demonstrate that you can jab out Ken's heavy DP. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do not the playback recording, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record Ken to do a wake up DP. Okay, but I gotta get the reversal. See, the reversal thing came up. So this is a reversal. Okay, so he's gonna wake up. So that's a heavy. Early when I watched you play against Rashid, you're trying to jab the Ken DP, but for whatever reason he beat out your jab. Okay, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to just do like a meaty attack. So I'm gonna demonstrate that. I'm pretty sure you can do it if you have the right timing. See, look at the left side. Right, look at the left side. It's gonna say counter. So the jab can beat the heavy DP. You just have to time it right. Let me show you Rashid. Okay, so you love using Rashid's eagle kick. I'm gonna show you that thing is punishable, just like Laura's medium elbow and her overhead. It's very unsafe if your opponent knows what they're doing. I'm gonna program Rashid to do the eagle kick. Eagle spike. Okay, Okay, so those are moves you like to do, right? So do a jump, okay, that's the medium version, okay? If Laura blocks it, I can sweep you. I'm in range to sweep you. So you're basically killing yourself. Like again, my first impression of Rashid when I saw Rashid, my first impression to beat you, I just block. That's how I have to beat you. Laura can sweep. She can also just do a standing heavy punch. I'm in range to do a standing heavy punch. But I can even link it. I can link it into her medium elbow. So I can shut you down just by doing that. All I have to do is look out for his ego spike and I'll just beat you. So a person who knows how to play, like if they know the Rashid matchup, they know that stuff is unsafe, you're gonna get destroyed. Like if you don't know how to do combos with Cody, one option you can do is go to challenges, go to trios, go to these volumes, go to trials. You can find combos of all these characters right here. Is Cody in this one? Yeah, he's in this one right here. You learn how to do all these moves. You can learn how to do combos. I'll do this for you right now. These trials, these are not like the Bible of Cody, but yeah, they give you ideas on how to use Cody, especially in terms of challenges, like in terms of combos, like just what he can do, So usually I go to trials, and then the first thing I do is change display commands. So instead of just looking at the names of the moves, I can now see the buttons of the moves. Oh, it's a kick. Right, so now I know this move. Now I know that combo. If I jump in, I just do like a low attack, right? We moved on to the second trial, the second combo, but I still know that do I still remember the first combo? Yeah. Right, I have that in my back of my head now. I don't have to do the jump in. I can just do this. Right, so now I have this in my back pocket. I know how to do this combo now. Right, or if not, right, I have that first combo now. I have one combo. I already know Cody has a target combo. It's just a jab, right? So now I have two combos. Alright, what's this next one? Jumping. Okay. Ooh, okay. I will say this, Cody is not the easiest character to use. I would say he's a bit complex. He's a bit of a complex character for a beginner, especially. So that's what I would say for sure. So because I'm having trouble with this combo, I have to like break it down. This part is of the combo. This part of the combo is giving me some trouble, so I'm just trying to break it down piece by piece. Okay, but honestly, that combo right there, that was really tricky because after you press this, you have to let go. What I did was actually, because it's a jump in. See, even though we're in the third trial, I'm still doing the combo from before. What I did was, okay, so this is the combo, right? Right, that was the combo from before, but it's not like a normal combo. You have to let go of the punch button to get this thing out, to get that spinning punch out. what I did was when I jumped in with a heavy punch, I'm actually holding the heavy punch the whole time until the very end. I let go. So even though I'm doing this kick and this punch, I'm still holding heavy punch to get that forehead combo. That's a hard move to do, and for me personally, I can't do that. I can't do that in a real fight, in a real match. So Cody, because of that mechanic from Cody, he's not the character for me. Just for that. But I'm sure if I put in the work to get used to that, I'm sure I'll get used to. I'm sure maybe it'll be easier. But that alone, that's an execution barrier for a lot of beginners. So I'm just letting you know that right now. If you really want to keep going with Cody, go ahead. But if you want to get the most of him, you have to know how to use this move. Because this move is really good for Cody. It's a lot of pressure. It puts a lot of pressure on his opponents. So again, go to Trials. You're gonna learn all these combos right here. Yeah. So again, Cody, he's not an easy character to use, at least for me. Maybe for you it's a different story. But anyways, you get that there. You can do these combos, you can do these trials on your own, but this is a great resource to just learn a few combos, you know. Okay, so you don't have to just only rely on Cody's jabbing combo. I mean, since I'm on Street Fighter, I might as well just play a couple matches. Yeah, I'm trying to be very careful with my offense right now. I'm just picking these shots. I don't want her to like predict me right now. Ooh. Yep, it's a heavy powerbomb. Overextended a bit.
Round one. Fight.
Can we do it again? Headbutt? Oh no! Should I go for an overhead? Yep. And keep it with me? If she does a like a projectile, I'm gonna EX elbow. Okay, back.
Round two. Fight.
I'll do a slash elbow. No, nice, nice. She might throw me again. Oh man, we gotta do a comeback somehow. Oh my goodness. Good backdash shot. I think she backdashed me at the very end right there to avoid the EX stomp. Alright, Rose. That's fine. I'm in trouble here. Oh man, yeah. It's like either the crouching medium punch or parry. See, this is the beauty fan games. Not getting rematch. We're 1-1. We both know. We both have an idea on what we both want to do, right? And I'm the rematch. Hopefully. If I just left, what I learn here, you know? There's no satisfaction. I want to get the best of this person in a best 2 out of 3. I want further counters. Dude, I respect she's not thrown, she's not jumped into me that much. Oh, I gotta make it count here. What'd I do here?
You successfully blocked the opponent's rank up.
See, and that was so satisfying, just being able to take a, you know, best 2 out of 3 set. Much better than just doing a one and done, whether you win or lose. You don't learn anything. Alright, I'm gonna do one more match. One more opponent. But yeah, against that Kolin, so what did I learn if I you know, staying for that all those 3 matches? Just, you know, she likes to throw. She doesn't really jump, so I didn't have to worry about anti-airs. I don't think she did jump at me at all. It's just, I just had to worry about the counters and the throws.
Top 100,000 in the world.
Just don't overextend myself and keep attacking. You know, be patient. That's what I learned. So, and then when I do get the pressure on her, when she's near stun, she's gonna either like V shift or, you know, backdash, that kind of stuff. So that's what I learned playing against like Kolin. Now against Guile, my game plan, my first initial game plan is try not to jump at him, because if I do, well, I'll try to do that for you. Because if I jump at him, if I try to jump at him, I'm gonna get flash kicked. I blocked in the wrong direction. I thought I was gonna jump over.
Round 2. Fight.
See, but for Guile, you can't really jump at him because he has flash kick, or you try not to. Okay, so he likes to jump, but he can jump because he can afford to. Oh man. Okay, he doesn't have meter, so I can attack him. Looking for a jump. Looking for a jump. Oh man, that was awesome. Okay, so even though he beat me, I'm still gonna rematch him because I know I can beat him. I just gotta watch out for the jump-ins more consistently. Watch out for the throws. You know, I don't take that information I just got from this one match and take it into the next one. Look at his name, play to learn. You play to learn. It's all about these little victories you get that will pay off in the long run. One thing I also learned, when he does that meter, because in the first game, I would just keep I'll put the pressure, but then I'll like do lariats. But I don't threaten him with the power bomb that much. So I want to try to do that more often. Put him in the corner. So I want to try darting with the power bomb more often, the command grab. Because he's doing a pretty solid job in blocking. See, anti-airs, more command grab darting. That's what I'm trying to do, and it's working. Oh, he's trying. I think that's trying to. Okay, that's fine. More command grabs, and that worked. And I said all that stuff before this started, before the second match started. So now maybe he might know that information now. Maybe he might try to jump more, you know, to avoid the command grab, or backdash more. That's what I'm gonna look out for. Again, play to learn. He might learn something too, so I might have to change my game plan to adapt it. But I'm still gonna try but it worked last time, so I'm gonna try to keep going. Especially with the anti-airs. Okay, I want to do it again. Do it again. He might do a flash kick. See, he did the right thing right there. He jabbed. That beats my powerbomb attempts.
Round two. Fight.
I'm just looking for that. Looking for a jump in. I'm gonna do a crazy thing right here. A little fancy move. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that's a bit of commentary on what I'm thinking in a best 2 out of 3. Just adapt a bit, you know. I lost. I still rematched him, Jay. I'm still talking to you, Jay. So hopefully that's a bit of example that helps with my little thought process on against Kolin and Guile. But yeah, hopefully this gives you a bit of a starting guide on just what you're doing right, and hopefully maybe you'll correct a few things. But yeah, hopefully this helps.